Peace, folks. Gather round. Storytime with Wet.Dirt. I urge everybody to go out and get a Kabbalion. Go get the Kabbalion. Um, there's some beautiful things in that piece of work. It's a spiritual book. It talks about mentalism. It talks about frequency and vibration. It talks about, uh, you know, kind of metaphysics. It's not a religious book. It's a spiritual book that's very practical. It could be a bit difficult to understand, but I mean, if you have read the Bible, and I'm speaking to the people now who are not, who haven't made a full transition out of religion, or not at all, or don't want to. It's fine if you want to stay a Christian your whole life or a Muslim your whole life. There's nothing wrong with religion, but you have to say, is this something that is meaningful? Is this working for your life? And if it is, stay into it, man. I don't have no beef with nobody. Um, but I do urge people just to go be open to learn new things. You can go to any bookstore. I think they in Barnes and Nobles. I think you could probably find a Kabbalion in a Christian bookstore too. I don't know for sure. Um, because like I said, it's based on a lot of spiritual things. It's a mind book. It talks about yin and yang, energies and um, I say that it's pretty much, you know, if you take all the miracles and stuff out of the Bible, the stuff that we all deem as questionable, and I don't care how hard of a Christian you are, you know, if you if you've read the Bible, um, you know that there's just some questionable things in there, and you just have faith that they're true. But the Kabbalion, on the other hand, it don't deal with faith in that type of way. It just deals with practical um, things that we can apply to our lives. So, the main reason I'm making this video today is I just want to share something that I just kind of feel like um, needs to be said because, you know, uh, I had a friend tell me years and years ago, um, you can't get mad when somebody don't treat you the way that you treat them. And, I see so many uh, religious people and they'll pick up a camera or their phone and start hitting record and put whatever their views are on YouTube. And, they're sharing what they know. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, I, s- I have, I have, I've subscribed to TD Jakes, um, his YouTube page. And not just for, I think a lot of stuff that he talks about is very inspirational. And, okay, I'm gonna ruffle some feathers now. I really believe that this dude knows about ancient Kemet. I believe he understands about Egypt. I believe he understands about um, law of attraction. He understands what true spirituality is. He understands what true spirituality is. Um, but he's just in the lane that he's in, and he's providing a service for the people who are following him. They're all Christians. He's a Christian, obviously, but I think he knows when you get into these seminaries and these Bible colleges, I think they all know that all roads lead to Egypt and Kemet, and it's just a matter of whether they want to take it to that way or not. Um, and it's just like an individual who, I tell people that when they are on the fence about questioning whether they want to leave religion or not, you know, the first thing that they think about is all the loved ones and family and friends that they're not going to, you know, they see what's happening to folks like me, you know, how many people who leave religion, are alienated, or, they're always under attack. And, it's a difficult life. But, some people know the truth. Some people understand that it's just metaphors, or they've learned that it's just metaphors and allegory. And most importantly, it's plagiarized and stolen from other cultures and backgrounds. And it's put here as a source of control and fear. Like it's definitely folks who feel in their spirit that they don't want to be a part of this anymore. But when they think about the fact that, you know, everybody's going to turn on them, they stay where they are. And I want to encourage you that, you know, you don't have to do what we do. I think it would be more beneficial if you did, because freedom is everything, man. But if you're just not ready to come out, do what these preachers are doing. They all know Kemet. Every last one of these top level preachers that got thousands of followers, hundreds of thousands of followers worldwide, they know. They know the truth, but they just doing business. Um, but really the main thing that I was going to say is I see a lot of people in all different religions, and they make their videos, and they put their videos on YouTube, and they teach and they share. And, you know, I have never gone in someone else's comments and got into debate altercations and disrespected their page. A couple of weeks ago, I saw this dude. He was a Hebrew Israelite, and I asked him a couple of questions, and then after that, I just got out of his shit because I didn't. Number one, I they're a different breed, man. They they own some different shit, but it just wasn't worth it, and it's not fair. It's disrespectful, and it's not fair. Um, and I respect the fact that when you put yourself out here and you put that camera in front of your face and you start expressing yourself, you open yourself up to this very vulnerable position of being dissected and attacked and debated with, and people can get nasty with you. I have never done that to a person who remains in religion, nor will I ever do that. And it bothers me that some folks can take the time out to go out of their way to get in my comments, not just mine. There's most people. I'm sure 100% of the people who make videos about transitioning from religion, organized religion, to spirituality, they're all under attack. And it's sad, man, because we have people who are just so close-minded, and 90% of the people who are doing the attacking know the least amount about the Bible. I just think that, you know, if you're not bold enough to get in somebody's face and be disrespectful to them, then you shouldn't even get in their comments and disrespect them. So that's just what I wanted to address today. I wanted to tell people about the Kabbalion. It made a big change in how I felt about myself. It put things on a practical level. And yeah, there were some issues in there with being able to understand everything what was being said, but the principles are basic living principles that we all live by anyway. We just don't know that it's intentional. We just don't, it's almost like after you've driven for so many years, you can get in your car and just go to the store, and half the time we don't even think about all the process that it takes to get to that store. We like on autopilot. Um, there's just things in the Kabbalion that we're on autopilot right now. But if you go back and be intentional about certain things and apply them in a certain way, we can have not just this lottery thing of results where anything can happen. We can actually be the co-creators of this life that we're supposed to be. So that's pretty much what I have to say today. Um, I want people to just be respectful. I want people to learn, and I don't I don't have no problem with anybody of another religion seeing my video and having questions about why I think the way that I think. But what we not gonna do is get in my comments on my page and get so disrespectful. I let it slide a little bit, but I think now I'm just gonna start blocking people. Um, and I might even figure out a way to find out where you are and come see your ass. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, man, hey, pick up my book, My Road to Damascus, a journey through spirituality, mental health that leads to liberation and personal development. Um, you can even go see some of the few things that I put on my website, on my blog, wetdirtthemc.com. Subscribe to my page, please. Comment where you from, and pretty soon I want to get into public speaking. So if anybody may know of any opportunities, especially around my area of Kansas City, that I can join and learn a little bit more about that, let me know. Put that in the comments as well. And like I said, man, let's be peaceful with one another, man. It's okay that we don't agree, but it's not okay to be disrespectful. Like if you can't, if you ain't gonna have a heart to say it to a person's face, man, don't put it in a comment, man. Don't be a bitch. Now I'm saying that, like, don't be a bitch, man. Be a real man or a real woman, man. And sometimes you just have to agree to disagree, and you can still be respectful and such. All right, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for watching. Peace and love, folks.